34. Mekonomy middle.co now from a root meaning foamy establish. A town in southern Judah apparently near Ziklag and large enough to have dependent, or daughter, towns. Any 11. 25. 28 precise identification is not possible. Most suggested locations are based on textual emendations. Medad. One of the 70 older men of Israel selected to assist Moses during the wilderness trek. While Medad and Eldad had not gone to the tent of meeting with the others, they were among those written down. Hence, when Jehovah took away some of the spirit that was upon Moses, putting it upon each of the 70 older men, these two received it and began acting as prophets in the camp. New 11. 16, 17, 24-26 Though Joshua suggested restraining Medad and Eldad, Moses said, "Are you feeling jealous for me? No, I wish that all of Jehovah's people were prophets, because Jehovah would put his spirit upon them." New 11. 27-29. Medan. One of Abraham's 6 sons by his Otextoi acute Miritra Longo, Medes, Media 358 The tribe of Reuben. Jos 13. 8, 9, 15, 16 It appears that earlier the Amorites had taken Debir from the Moabites. New 21. 25-30 Several centuries later, in a fight against the Ammonites, the army of King David under Joab's command defeated Aramean Syrian mercenary forces in camp before Debir. 1 Ch 19. 6-16. According to the Moabite Stone Line 8, Israel's King Omri c. 951-941 BCE took possession of the land of Medeb Debir. Line 30 of the same monument indicates that Moab's king Mesha rebuilt Debir and other cities in the area. It may be, however, that the Israelites regained dominion over Debir when Jeroboam II c. 844-804 BCE restored the boundary of Israel from the entering in of Hamath clear to the Sea of the Araba. 2 Chi 14. 25 But it would not have been for long, since Isaiah's pronouncement c. 778. A 732 BCE against Moab shows that Debir was by then under the control of the Moabites, and it was foretold that the Moabites would howl over the loss of the city. Issa 15. 1, 2. Medes, Media. The Medes were an Aryan race, hence of Japhetic stock, and evidently descended from Japheth's son Madai. Ge 10. 2. They were closely related to the Persians in race, language, and religion. As a people, the Medes do not begin to appear in biblical history until the 8th century BCE, while the first mention of them in available secular records dates from the time of Assyrian king Shalmaneser III, a contemporary of King Jehu c. 904-877 BCE. Archaeological and other evidence is viewed as indicating their presence on the Iranian plateau from about the middle of the 2nd millennium BCE onward. Geography. Though its boundaries undoubtedly fluctuated, the ancient region of Media basically lay W&S of the Caspian Sea, being separated from the coastland of that sea by the Elburz mountain range. In the NW it evidently reached beyond Lake Amir to the Araxes River valley, while on its W boundary the Zagros mountains served as a barrier between Media and the land of Assyria and the lowlands of the Tigris. To the E lay a large desert region, and on the S the country of Elam. The land of the Medes was thus mainly a mountainous plateau averaging from 900 to 1,500 meters, 3,000 to 5,000 feet above sea level. A considerable portion of the land is arid steppe, rainfall being generally scanty, though there are several fertile plains that are highly productive. Most of the rivers flow toward the Great Central Desert, where their waters are dissipated into marshes and swamps that dry up in the hot summer and leave salt deposits. Natural barriers made it relatively easy to defend. The western mountain range is the highest, with numerous peaks over 4,270 meters, 14,000 feet high, but the tallest single peak, Mount Demavand 5,771 meters, 18,934 feet, is found in the Elburz range near the Caspian Sea. Principal occupations. Evidently, then as now, most of the people lived in small villages or were nomadic, and stock raising was a principal occupation. Cuneiform texts recounting Assyrian incursions into Media present such a picture and show that the excellent breed of horses raised by the Medes was one of the main prizes sought by the invaders. Herds of sheep, goats, asses, mules, and cows were also pastured on the good grazing grounds of the high valleys. On Assyrian reliefs, Medes are sometimes represented as wearing what appear to be sheepskin coats over their tunics, and as having high-laced boots. Niseskaspia and CMEDIRAXESRIVELAKAMELBURZMOUNTINS Ekbatana ZGROSMOUNTINSTGR is River Babylon OPHRTES4ER Ilium Persi Engulf Assyria. Medes, Media 359 3 equipment for pastoral work on the plateaus, where the winters brought snow and bitter cold. Archaeological evidence shows that the Medes had capable metalsmiths working in bronze and gold. History. The Medes left virtually no written records. What is known of them is derived from the Bible record, from Assyrian texts, and also from the classical Greek historians. The Medes appear to have been formed into numerous petty kingdoms under tribal chieftains, and the boastful accounts of Assyrian emperors Shamshi-Adad V, Tiglath-Pileser III, and Sargon II refer to their victories over certain city chieftains of the distant land of the Medes. Following the Assyrian